Welcome back, everybody, to episode 61 of the Under Review podcast. As always, I'm your host, Todd. Alongside me is my co-host, Marty.
Fresh merch, or fresh to me, I guess.
I was about to say, I've had that for a while.
Yeah. So, hey, I seen one out in the wild the other day.
What?
Yeah, I seen one out. We went to meet with some friends in their daughter's practice, and Boog was rocking his hat.
Oh.
And I said, yes, sir.
Nice. Well, another week. God brought us here for another week of Under Review, or technical difficulties. That's why we've been sitting here for an hour.
If anybody hasn't guessed, we had more technical difficulties again.
Yeah.
As we said before, we've done this for almost 2 years, and we still can't figure it out.
Beats me. But today we're going to talk about, again, team previews. We're nearing the end. We're talking about Ole Miss and South Carolina.
South Kakalaka and the Rebel Shark something and others.
Black Bears, Hotties, I don't know.
Black Rebel Sharks.
Their name's going to change every week this week. Every week this year. So
well, I don't know. The Lane Train, I don't know. It's all this, that, and the other.
I don't know, but it's going to be a good episode. I think I did some good research this week. Hopefully, at least.
Well, I did a good, probably 70-30. Hey,
we'll find out on the slideshow.
Yeah. Well, if it is, it's from you because it copied and pasted from yours. So if it's spelled wrong, it's on you.
Oh, is it on me this time?
Yeah, it's on you this time. So, before we get into our things, I've been keeping up with our friend at HCS Media, and I know he's been getting to do some ball games for. Do you know that team?
Chakalaka Monsters.
Let me tell you, I listened to some of his stuff. I'm super excited for him, and I know he's thrilled about it. But, man, Hayden, keep up the good work, buddy.
Definitely. And, again, thank you, Hayden, for your support. Thank you to the wives.
Oof.
Thank you to...
Naked babies running across the screen.
Yeah, well. Dad Pod, Nicholas Adams, Hunter Brassfield, blank, and Judd Dickinson and Brandon Trammell.
That's a crew and a half. Hey, we're definitely this season, when we find a good episode, we're definitely going to have a powwow with the whole crew.
Yeah.
And so I talked to Cody some today, and man, he's super with everything he's got going on with all his class and work and school and stuff. He got called for jury duty this week.
Just adds on to it.
Like I said, I usually talk to him 2 or 3 times a day, or even more that week, and I've heard from him once this week. And when I talked to him, I could tell he was still asleep or he was just moving around. So keep up the good work, brother. I know it's stressful, but you getting there.
Well, we're going to start today's episode with a word from Chuck.
This episode of the Under Review podcast is brought to you by Chuck's Heating and Air. Chuck has over 40 years of service and experience with residential services. He services most makes and models. He is Alabama licensed, bonded, and insured, and locally owned and operated. Are you hot and you're supposed to be cool? Are you cool and you're supposed to be hot? Then you've got a problem. Call Chuck. Area code 256-892-2757. Again, 256-892-2757. Chuck's Heating and Air.
Just call Chuck 256-892-2757 for all your heating and air needs, like Judd has said.
Ooh, he's been wide open.
Especially, Mom said he came in one Saturday, came in about 1 o'clock, took a nap, went back out about 4 o'clock.
Yeah, he's got to take them breaks or he won't make it through a whole day anymore.
No, you'll melt out there in this heat.
Yeah.
But, well, let's get started.
Let's talk. Well, technically, I think we may need to move this. Exactly.
But it's okay.
First season woes right there, how we just keep hitting the button.
Yeah.
I think we might need to move this slide up before that because usually we do let's talk about it, then we do.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll talk to the producer and see if he can move it around.
It'll be all right. We'll figure something out.
Like we have so far?
Hush. Like I said, this episode was going to be brought to you 61. It's going to be given to you by Ole Miss and South Carolina, 2 teams that need to prove something this year. Both of them had a pretty good transfer portal.
Yeah.
The other one, I don't know what to really say.
Lost a lot.
Yeah.
But I think that's what I want to do here is like before we jump into them, because at the end we have the final thoughts. Let's see kind of what we got going in, and hopefully we can break that down before we get to the final thoughts.
Yeah, just really ready to see the Ole Miss team. Like I said, they added a lot. They lost a lot, but they added a lot as well.
Right. They're going to even themselves out a good bit.
But with Lane Kiffin, he loves the transfer portal. He's going to find gems. He's going to find guys that fit his scheme. So it's going to be interesting to see what he got this year and can it transfer over with a young guy at the helm. And then for South Carolina, with LaNorris and Dylan Stewart, can they bounce back, have a better year than they had last year? Or is their problem going to be the same thing as some of the other teams that we've seen? They've had a really good year last year, but then turn around this year and find themselves near the bottom of the SEC.
Yeah, I don't know. That's, again, like we said about a bunch of these teams, that's going to be a thing. If they can, are they both the sophomores in the sophomore slump that we've talked about?
Yeah, for LaNorris and Dylan Stewart.
Yeah, I'm a big high on Dylan Stewart, so hopefully he can transfer it in. So we're going to start out with the Ole Miss Land Tiger Rebel Sharks. Oh, man, that's not right.
Oh, no. Well, like I said, Lane Kiffin, the portal king. Self-proclaimed, I would say, because LSU won the portal in the SEC this year.
Hey, take one. Where is the other thing he was going to put up that we talked about in the text? The, not schedule, like a teleprompter.
It's on your script thing.
I don't have a script thing.
Pull your on the bottom.
Where I don't have one. I've got stop, raise my hand, camera, and microphone.
Raise your hand. I don't know what that does. It's supposed to be on there because I got it on mine.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Something right.
Mm-mm. I know I have to shrink my screen down when I go and I say I got Mark, Mike, Tim, chat, layout. I don't even know where to look. Anyway, continue. I'm going to keep playing with it before we move on.
I'll send it to you in the chat.
Okay.
If that'll help. But anyway, the portal king self-proclaimed Lane Kiffin, since taking over a head coach in 2020, he's in his fifth year. Lane Kiffin is the head coach of the Ole Miss Rebels, 44-18 over that record. Pretty good, I would say. 25-18 record inside SEC play. So sucker ain't lost outside of SEC play.
No.
It's good, but 2001 Ole Miss achieved 11-2 record under Lane Kiffin. His overall coaching record at Ole Miss through the 2024 season, he is 35-15.
Yeah, for some reason it didn't stretch, but 34-15.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I guess I say I like Kiffin. I wouldn't. He had rumored was coming to Auburn. I didn't have a problem with it, but I know he rubbed some people the wrong way.
I mean, like I said, the self-proclaimed portal king. I mean, he's going to find his kids outside of that transfer portal, and he's going to make them work. So I mean, good coach. I don't see nothing wrong with him. His Tennessee days was pretty.
Yeah,
but I think he's a great coach. I really do. Ole Miss, Jackson Dart, Matt Corral, all these quarterbacks. But how this year is Simmons going to be is the question to be answered, not only for till the end of this podcast, but throughout the season, honestly.
Yeah, he's one of the biggest question marks, but I think with this team coming in, he's either going to be their upside or their downfall. And not saying that because just he's the quarterback is where it really starts at, but I think he's going to have to carry a lot or do a lot for this team to help them win, or he's going to be the scapegoat for when they lose 4 or 5 games.
Right. Key departures, like we talked about. Quarterback, Jackson Dart.
That's
Wide
a big one.
receiver. That is 4,279 yards last year, 29 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. And then his go-to man at wide receiver, Trey Harris, 1,030 yards on 10 touchdowns, 130 catches. Then the big defensive tackle, Walter Nolan. Walter Nolan the third, 48 total tackles, 6.5 sacks, 2 pass deflections, 2 fumble recoveries, and on 26 solo tackles.
Now, I know Jackson went to the draft. What did the other teams portal, or did they?
No, all 3 of these were draft guys.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good problem to have because that pretty much tells me that, like I said, with Kiffin, he's keeping the coaches.
Yeah.
Or he's keeping the players in. So.
Yeah, and then key additions is wide receiver Harrison Wallace the second, tight end Luke Hawes, and then defensive lineman Princewell.
That's what when I was putting it together, I thought Yuma, Lanen.
I don't know.
We'll go with that. But no, I really like the Loose Hoss kid. I followed him when him and his brother.
Love the Loose Hoss.
And I do enjoy a good tight end. Now, is his brother still at Arkansas, or did they both leave?
No, they both left.
Okay, and they went to different schools, right?
I don't know. I never saw anything. But I do know that Princewell is the younger brother from last year's team, Prince C. So he's following in his brother's footsteps of being at Ole Miss. His brother was a linebacker.
What was his name?
Ole Miss. Princely. Umananana Lee.
Oh, okay. So
he came from Florida last year.
Same daddies, huh?
I'm guessing so.
Don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
But
I like these here. It's not a terrible group of guys to have coming in.
Especially Harrison, Wallace.
Well, the thing, too, is with Simmons coming in full time, that's going to. Yeah, I had a thought. That's really going to be the big upside or downside, like I said. We know that Hoss is an established tight end. Williamson, Wallace is.
Really, he came from Penn State last year, 720 yards, 4 touchdowns on 46 catches from Montgomery, Alabama. So nice kid.
Might not be a number 1 or 2 receiver, but
like I said, I don't know how this Ole Miss team's going to line up this year. So I don't know. Like, it's with them, they're the biggest what if in this. Actually, this episode is one of the biggest what ifs of this season because both teams. I don't know. Are they mid pack? Are they a little bit better? Are they bottom? Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, like I said, I would say if Dart was coming back, I would put him a whole lot higher.
I'd put him right up there with LSU and Texas A&M.
Oh, most definitely. But, drafted out, that's always a good problem to have that you're having these many seniors to stay on and go to the draft. But the flip here, unless you've got a stacked team like Texas and like definitely LSU now, where you can have them guys to step up like that. But this could be a good problem to have, though.
Could be. Now headed over to the key additions. Let's see.
We already need key additions.
Players to watch is what I said.
No, yeah, unless you said backwards Spanish silence.
We're going to start with a young phenom redshirt freshman, Austin Simmons. This kid is straight up brilliant. Literally, he enrolled at Ole Miss at 16 years old with a degree by the age of 19. He's front runner to be starting under center, like we said, 6'4", 215 pounds. Simmons may be young, but don't make the mistake for that raw talent.
Yeah.
He's been ready for the spotlight. Jackson Dart taught him a lot, so this year's his year to break out.
Yeah. And I think, too, with the Ole Miss fans, they're going to have to give him that time. Now, if he struggles in game after game after game, then I think that's where Kiffin's going to have to step in and make a change. But they are going to have to give him a little bit of slack. Redshirt freshman jumping into a really hot team last year. So hopefully he can do cool things. I love seeing freshmen just get up there and show out.
Yeah. Do you want to take over Damon Taylor?
Nope, you got it.
All right, running back Damon Taylor coming over from a downhill runner coming from Troy, Alabama, who ran for over 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns last season, looking to step it up inside the SEC. Like I said, he's a downhill runner. If you're thinking of a prototype, think of a goal line bruiser meets open field sprinter. He'd be key in short yardage situations.
Kind of like who was Auburn's running back? Not Ben Tate. Cameron Artis Payne?
Yeah.
Style
like that. But he's proven production for an really talented running back room, With Logan Dix and Kawan Lacey in the mix, the backfield is deep. But don't be surprised if Taylor leads the way with red zone touches because he's the bigger guy.
Yeah, it's that bowling ball, Ingram style, Rodney Brown.
Lacey.
Yes, the big guys like Sean Alexander, one of my favorites.
So something like a Henry Parrish Jr. last year that Ole Miss had.
Yeah.
Then we're going to flip over to the defensive side for the junior T.J. Daugherty. He's the heartbeat of this unit. A Clemson transfer, he earned the green dot role, which is the role player, the roll call, whatever you want to call it. Captain of the defense. He finished 76 tackles last season as one of the returning veterans for this Pete Golden defense with a new look secondary. Daugherty's leadership is expert and going to be massive for the maintaining stability on that side of the ball. He's not just a leader in the locker room, but also one of the smartest defenders inside of the SEC this year.
Yeah, especially him coming into, what did you say the offensive coordinator was?
Defensive coordinator Pete Golden.
Yeah, hands down, Pete Golden is a very, very good coordinator. And what he can do is turn these guys really good defense. I mean, they did struggle at times when they had that shootout. What was that third or fourth game that Arkansas? It was somebody that they should have won by like 20 or 30, and it was a shootout. But on the other hand of that, Pete Golden's always had really good defense. They find a way to recruit, and Dottie's going to be a perfect fit for that defense.
You're talking about the Kentucky game last year.
Yeah. All right.
Now we're going to look into the schedule of the Ole Miss Black Bear level Red Sharks, whatever you want to call them. All right, so kicking off August 30th at home against Georgia State, 6:45 on the SEC network. Taking
Shark fans.
Yep. Yeah. Saturday, September 6th at Kentucky at 2:30 ABC.
This is tough here.
Yeah.
I think this could be a 50-50 game.
Like it was last year.
Exactly. And
my thing is, second week of the season, you're not playing nobody week one. Austin Simmons hasn't showed me anything. You're not going to be ready, and you have to play on the road. Give me Zach Calzada.
Yeah, I like that too. I like Kentucky here.
But I'll give them the next week, September 13th at home against Arkansas. I'll give them that one. You're back home. You're feeling it a little bit. You just got beat by Kentucky. You're going to go 2-1, taking down Pig Sueys.
Yeah, like I said, they're still so, and that's how we talked even last year. Getting to these first 2 or 3 weeks are always the hardest to judge. But give me the Piggies.
And then September 20th at home against Tulane, taking Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
September 27th at home against LSU. Give me the Tigers.
Yep. Taking the Tigers.
11:45 on October the 11th at home against Washington State, taking Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
October 18th at Georgia, taking the Bulldogs here.
Oh yeah.
I don't see them going in. Like even by this point of the season, I don't think they're still going to be ready for that long stretch.
Not
the home stretch of the season, I will say.
Well, yeah, the last 5 games are pretty tough. I mean, definitely with the unknowns of Oklahoma, but I think Oklahoma can get their stuff together, but definitely won't win in Sanford Stadium.
Right, and then like Marty said, October 25th at Oklahoma. I'm gonna give it to Ole Miss for that one.
The next one, they're at home.
We'll talk about it at the end. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll push that
at home for November 1st against South Carolina. Mm-hmm. We'll push that one to the end because we're talking about South Carolina next.
November 8th, the Citadel comes to the Grove, and of course, the Land Sharks are going to get the win there.
I agree.
Next, you'll be going. Nope, the Swamp is coming to the Grove. This could be a toss-up game as well, but I think if Simmons has got his stuff figured out, I like Ole Miss here.
I agree. I'll take them there. And then for the Egg Bowl Classic on November 29th or November 28th, excuse me. I don't know why that says 29th. Anywho, November 29th at Mississippi State at 11 a.m. as well. I did not know they was playing an early game this year.
Yeah, Ole Miss ain't real hot early in the games because that was the Kentucky game last year. It was an 11 a.m. game. And they struggled. But against this Mississippi State team, he was barreling. I think it's going to be Ole Miss.
I'm going to take Mississippi State.
So we'll give them 1, 2 bowl-eligible wins.
Yeah. I see them being bowl-eligible.
Yeah. I don't like playoffs, but
something like that.
Bowl-eligible for sure.
Yeah. And now we're going to get to the South Carolina Gamecocks. At the helm, Coach Shane Beamer, 29-22 record, 15-17 inside of SEC play at South Carolina since being hired since 2021. Last couple of seasons, 7-6, 8-5, 5-7, and then 9-4 last year. They achieved 9 wins in the first time since 2017. I don't remember that team. I was thinking Lattimore, but Lattimore was 2010.
Is that Clowney?
Could have been Clowney. With the big win in the Outback Bowl over Michigan.
Michigan, yeah. God, that seems like forever ago.
It does, but it's not that far. Actually, it might not have been 2017.
Anyway.
Yeah. Go into the next slide. Key departures, running back Rocket Sanders, defensive end Kyle Kennard, and then defensive back Nick Iamanawari. I think losing all 3 of them definitely sucked, but mostly the 2 on the defense.
Mm-hmm.
Because those 2 guys, it's going to be hard to replicate their game.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you got Dylan Stewart, but that Nick Iamanawari at defensive back led the team in tackles last year. So, I mean, it's kind of big for him. Rocket Sanders had 881 yards on 11 touchdowns. And then, like I said, Nick Iamanawari, 88 tackles, 57 solos, 2 pass deflections, 4 interceptions. 2 of those were returned for a touchdown. And then Kyle Kennard, 28 total tackles, 20 solos, 11 and a half sacks, 1 pass deflection, 3 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries.
Yeah, with all their struggles last year offensively, and the defense having to pick them up a lot, Dylan Stewart, Kyle Kennard, and guys like that, that's going to hurt them a good bit.
I agree. I definitely agree. But I think they're bringing back. That's what it looks like. big boy from last year. He might have graduated. I don't know.
That we talked about that we put.
Debo Williams.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not seeing anything right now. I couldn't tell you. But it's not in my paperwork today. But I have running back Rasul Faison as a key addition. Defensive lineman Gabriel Brownlow Dindley. I knew that name was going to give me a headache. And then the linebacker out of Alabama, Justin Okonkwo.
Yeah, I couldn't say that if I tried. Justin Okinawa.
Yeah. But the running back coming from Utah State had a great season last year. Let me pull him up real quick. Rasul.
Is that Faison or Fashion?
Faison, yeah.
Like,
Faison.
Okay, like the actor?
Sure. I don't know who the actor is.
Yes, you do. Donald Faison. Big,
Oh, no. I just know I was in the Army with a Faison, so that's how it was. Last year, he had 198 carries, almost 200 carries last year at Utah State, 109 yards with 8 touchdowns, averaged 5.6 rushes per game.
Not bad.
Definitely, filling that spot from Rocket Sanders, and these other guys, they're not going to be the guys that they lost, but they're going to fill in pretty nicely on that defense.
Yeah, like I said, again, so many questions here early. But I think this is where they're going to excel on these players to watch. As quarterback LaNorris Sellers starts his sophomore season, wasn't he injury plagued last year?
He might have been a little bit, but not a lot, because I know Robbie came in for a little bit.
Okay, right there at the end. Really big, he's got to make his shoes and fill them here, I believe, this year. Then you look at a returning senior, Jordan Dingle.
Who's the pickup from Kentucky.
Right. Big tight end there. Again, we love tight ends here. But I think
Jordan Dingle last year. I've been watching him a long time at playing at Kentucky, and I just love everything about his stature, the way he plays. Great pickup for South Carolina if they can find him over the middle of the field.
Right. But my favorite, again, like we talked much last year with the defense, Dylan Stewart was a big piece to that, along with Debo Williams. But he's here for another sophomore season, so I really think these are going to be 3 players that really are going to have to be there and step up for South Carolina to stay in the win column.
Definitely.
You know what? You look at the schedule because I'll find it later.
Oh, Jesus. All right, let's get it. Oh, there we go. I had done clicked out of everything on my computer. All right. So, opening up week 1 on a Sunday, the 31st at 2 p.m. on ESPN.
You say Sunday?
Yep. On the Aflac kickoff against Virginia Tech. I think it's a neutral site game. I think it's in Atlanta.
Is it like a kickoff game or?
Yeah. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta.
Okay.
Neutral site. I'm going to take South Carolina for now.
But
it could change by, week 1.
In the interest of fairness, it could change.
Right. Week 2, South Carolina State at home on the 8th, 6 p.m. kickoff on ESPN+. I'm taking South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday, the 13th, at home against Vanderbilt. Taking South Carolina.
Yep.
The 20th, on the road against Missouri. I'm going to take South Carolina again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But I say pump the brakes for this next one because it's the 27th at home against Kentucky. I don't know. I'm telling you. So I feel like South Carolina could go on a losing streak right here. But then again, they could turn it around. I have them losing against Kentucky.
Yeah, cause if Zach Calzada can do it.
If he plays up to what he can play, this Kentucky team will be a whole lot different.
Right.
And then the next week in Death Valley on the 11th, that's going to be LSU.
Yeah, definitely LSU.
Then the 18th at home against Oklahoma. Could be an early game, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about John Mateer coming in on the road yet. Like I said, I don't know, but I'm giving it South Carolina.
Oklahoma, yeah. Just I think the defense is there's gonna be enough defense in that game for South Carolina. If Mateer is struggling, I think they can do what they're supposed to do.
Right, and then the 25th again at home against Alabama. I'm taking Alabama.
Yeah, rude.
And then here's the game on the 1st of November on the road against Ole Miss. What you got?
I like Ole Miss. Not about the as much as we jumped up and down last year about South Carolina's defense. It's not the same defense.
It's not. Like I said, you're losing Nicholas Iamari and Kyle Kennard, but you're adding some other guys. But I think the problem here is going to be Ole Miss's run game with that running back. I've just forgot his name.
We just looked at it. I literally.
Yep, I know. Anywho.
So who you like?
I'm going to take Ole Miss at home.
Okay, yeah. I'll settle with that. But if South Carolina wins that game, it won't shock me either.
It might shock me. Then they're going on the road again on the 15th at Texas A&M. Texas A&M all the way. You get somebody down there in Colt Village and
yeah,
for an early game.
Anybody that people dance like that on the sidelines of Colt.
Yeah, then they're coming home. Yeah, I don't even ask me. Their cheer leader.
I don't know if they're
yell leader.
Yeah,
yell leader,
excuse me, holler leader.
I think right here could be an upset on the 22nd if you're looking at the schedule. They have Coastal Carolina coming in. Coastal Carolina is a very Power 5 or Group of 5 team. I don't know if I'm going to give them the upset right now, but later in the season, this could be a game to watch out for. But as of right now, I'm going to give it to South Carolina. But don't sleep on the Chanticleers.
No, it's good to say. Well, I think we watched 2 or 3 games that they had on Thursday night. That could be an upset. Like I said, we hadn't looked much into them, but they are really well coached, and it, like you said, could be an upset.
Yeah, and then on the 29th at 11 a.m., it's their rivalry game against the Clemson Tigers.
Clemson.
I couldn't even speak. You said that so fast. You think Clemson this year?
Yeah, I like Clemson.
I mean, Klubnik is a good quarterback. But, I think Clemson got the best. Excuse me. I think Clemson got the best of them last year. But I do agree with you. I will say Clemson for now. Like I said, everything that we say
the first couple of weeks is yard trash.
Determine everything. That all this is just a preview as of we're speaking. This is not how we foresee the future.
No.
But it's how we see it as of right now.
Yeah.
And all this could change in week 2 or 3 of the season.
As soon as we got to talking, I meant because the SEC preview come out for the 16 teams. And we kind of about on course with a lot of them. I think LSU was number 2, Texas number 1, Alabama 5th or 6th. I think Auburn was 12th.
Woo!
So
better than 15th.
True.
All right, so that was all that we got. We're going to wrap it up in here with the best all-time logo tournament coming into the quarterfinals. I want to say it is. I don't know. Yeah, quarterfinals.
At this point, I'm just surprised we still do it.
Well, we got this one. And what else we're showing you today is the last quarterfinal matchups we have. And then the semifinals will be set. And then we'll turn around and show you all that. But LSU this week, number 5 LSU took on the number 11 Arkansas Razorbacks. And the winner, if you wait for a drum roll.
2 drum rolls?
Yep. The winner was the LSU Tigers, moving on to the semifinals.
What was the point score on that one?
I think LSU had about 30.
Okay. I mean, as much as we talked last week about liking, I still couldn't go against the retro Tiger.
Yeah. But brings us to the final matchup we have. And I love these logos. Let me tell you, I don't like Texas A&M. But that big old drill sergeant right there on the front is
take you a flashback.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. But then you have the old style, old fart rebel.
Which is controversial to some people. I don't see it that way. It's football. It's a logo. It's part of the times. It's not
That's controversial. Then the Texas A&M one's controversial.
How so?
Just because I said so.
Oh, okay. Makes sense to me. These are two of my favorites, like you said. This kind of reminds me of the Georgia.
Georgia and Kentucky.
If Texas A&M were the Bulldogs, I think that head would symbolize that drill sergeant as far if you just take it that way. But this is going to be real hard.
Really going to be interesting to see what everybody votes here.
Yes.
I think this is a 7 versus an 8 matchup.
Yeah, this is going to hopefully this will be one of the closer matches. So, all right.
Could see.
You do mine and I'll do yours.
What? I don't know yours.
Oh, but I know yours. God, what a support. All right, guys. Again, you can find me at Under Review Customs if you're trying to get something made for your sports fan. I am slowly looking into, this is the first time I've even kind of said it out loud, I was looking at doing jerseys as far as framing jerseys. I'm just kind of playing with it. It could be the concept, but well, I know Brittany just gave me a look. She was like, but no, like I said, cards, any kind of pictures. Todd, I'm going to send you a picture. Well, I sent it in the group, that memorial piece I done for that KIA veteran that I done. I did a little bit more work on. Probably one of my favorite pieces I've done. Just hit me up, 205-885-1137.
We're going to head over to the Wild Country Homestead. We have rabbits coming up. We have chicken.
Quails.
Chickens, couple rabbits coming up.
Cats, dogs. No, not to eat or anything.
No, cats and dogs not to eat. But pickled quail eggs. We got bread. Some of the best bread. I'm not biased or anything. Sourdough loaf bread is probably one of my favorite things now.
Let me tell you, them sourdough muffins we had, the little muffins we had the other day when we was over there.
Oh, yeah, those are good. Oh,
that waffle looked good too, but...
The waffles are good. To me, everything's good. That's why I'm almost 300 pounds. But
keep on, Dr. Now's going to start knocking on the door. You need to lose 100 pounds.
100 pounds, Popeye.
You're not going to try to blow away.
Oh, I ain't blowing away. Find us over on Facebook, Wild Country Homestead. Hit us up for anything that you need. But again, that's all we have. Thank you, God, for bringing us here to another episode.
Hey, and two real quick talk. We still got merch available, right?
I got a couple hats. I don't know about shirt. I know we have none right now. My shirt lady kind of flaked on me, so yeah.
Nothing like I said. When I got thinking about it earlier, and I seen Boog had his on.
Got a couple hats left, and once they get out, we could venture off into other new shirts, new hat concepts. Who knows? But that's all we got for you this week, and we're going to see you next time when we go under the monitor, and we'll see you all then.
Well, you didn't fumble that one up, did you?
I fumble it more than freaking the running back for Auburn did last year.
That's Peyton Thorne.